Hello, Lego YouTube fans out there. I have a pretty cool review for you guys today. It is the Lego Creator Set Tower Bridge, set number 10214, 4,295 pieces, and it is recommended for ages 16 plus. The picture I have you looking at here is actually of the box. You can see it says even expert right on the box. And let me say this set is huge. The box itself is even huge. I mean, it is the biggest box I have ever received from Lego to date. And the set comes with 3 instruction manuals. There's number 3, 2, and 1. And here it is. Let me start by saying this set took 2 of us working on it at a time. Took us about 13 hours to assemble. Me and my wife did most of it, and then my daughter helped a little bit as well. And perhaps you could save a little bit of time by sorting the pieces by color or whatnot. We actually did not do that. We just put it in one of our large tubs that we use for storing Legos in. And we did take the little pieces out and put them in a separate area to help, because you do literally a million, what it seems like, little cheese slopes in building this thing. So, yeah, I would say it took us a good 13 hours, and we did the towers together. If you were working by this by yourself and did the towers separately, it could take you a good 15 to 20 hours for sure of building. I mean, it is literally that time consuming to build this thing. Let me start here with the cars. It comes with 4 little cars. A little taxi cab type car. Pretty cool. Dump truck. Also real cool. I like the detail on some of these little vehicles. Pretty creative how they come up with this stuff. Little green car. And of course, the one that's everybody's favorite, the double-decker bus. And there it is. Now, I could go on and on about everything that I like about this set. And the biggest... the thing I like the most is it is just beautiful. I feel like it's a piece of art. It's how much respect and appreciation I have for this thing. And I also learned some interesting building techniques putting it together that I had no idea about. Some of which are right here. These are like wheels that you would use for like a car or something. And they put 4 of them together with Technic pieces, pins, and it's just that was a pretty impressive technique. And then of course the cheese slopes. All these little things right here, these are all cheese slopes. That's what gives it the rounded type effect. Of course, the drawbridge does come up. Pretty cool. The only small complaint that my wife actually had with this set when putting it together is the plastic used for the windows here. Given the amount that you have in this set, she would have preferred them to be a little bit higher quality plastic. I mean, some of them had stress marks on them, and some of them were a little foggy. That was her complaint that she wanted me to stress in this video. And that is the one thing that will prevent me from giving this thing an actual perfect rating. Because, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just a magnificent set. I can't stress that enough. And there's a lot of rumors going around that this might be the final year of this set being available. So if you are interested in buying this set, do not waste time. Get it as soon as you can, because odds are once the calendar hits 2017, it will be gone, because the Big Ben is coming. And that's either going to take the place of either this or the Sydney Opera House. And given the fact that this has been more popular than the Sydney Opera House, the Sydney Opera House might be taken off the market first. That is a possibility. But this set's been around since 2010, so, you know, it's had 6 years on the market. So even if this still continues with Big Ben being released at this time, I would think the next large-scale model type set that gets released will take this place. So, I mean, it is on borrowed time, literally. Now, I'm going to do something in this video that when I was searching on YouTube about this set, I cannot find for the life of me. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Because this set, you know, given the size of these vehicles, is obviously not at minifigure scale. I mean, I would say it's not even at micro figure scale, to be honest, but micro figures are a little closer to the actual size comparison. But like some of you, I wanted to know how vehicles, minifigure vehicles, would look on this thing. And here I have my Ghostbuster Ecto 1, because this is really what I wanted to know. Would the Ecto 1 fit on this thing? And the answer is no. It is not on the ground. It will not fit through the tunnels. No how, no way. It is too big for that vehicle. The Back to the Future DeLorean is even wider than the Ecto 1, so that would definitely not fit as well. And the new Ghostbuster reboot Ecto 1, I'm assuming, is wider than the original one as well, so that would not fit on this either. I mean, so you can get an idea, here's the Fright Night from collectible minifigure that are currently on the market right now. Series 15, I believe. And there he is next to this thing. So even though it is not at minifigure scale, you can see how big it is compared to a minifigure. I mean, if they were to make this thing to minifigure scale, it would be probably 3 times the size that it currently is. It would just be, I mean, you're talking about a 10 to 12,000 piece set there. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I don't think Lego's gone even to 6,000 pieces at this point. And as I make this video today, it is the 4th largest set Lego has ever produced. Excuse me. The first being the Taj Mahal advanced model set. The second being the USC Millennium Falcon, not to be confused with some of the other Millennium Falcons. It is the big granddaddy of them all, because I know there's been 2 or 3 different Millennium Falcons released over the years. And then the Ghostbuster Firehouse has just surpassed this set as the 3rd biggest set on the market. So, as I sit here today and make this video, late February 2016, this is the 4th largest set LEGO has ever produced. And when you're building this thing, you will see it in every single piece that is involved. It's ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. So, now a question that you might ask yourself is, being that it's not at minifigure scale, what can you do with it? I mean, you could put it on a shelf as like a display piece. That is true, but is that fun? Is that interesting? I mean, it's a good conversation piece because it does feel like a work of art, as I said before. But for me personally, no. I want to incorporate it into my Lego city. But obviously, it is too large, or it's too small for minifigure vehicles. You know, I've saw some people have raised this up to allow and adjusted some of the space in here to make room so you could put trains through it or cars like the Ecto one. And that's a viable option. But in my opinion, nobody has yet, that I have seen, and I've looked a lot of places, have been able to do that with this set and have it remain as magnificent as it does out of the box. Basically what I'm saying is their changes they have made to it have made the set uglier, which to me, that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not going to make this set be less magnificent just so it can suit my needs. So what I've decided, and I've seen a couple other people have done, and that's just, I'm going to use it as a minifigure walking bridge. There will be water all surrounding it. They'll have like a little bay or something like that area with boats and stuff in it. And the minifigures will walk across it to the other side. You know, maybe I'll build some like scooters and, you know, maybe motorcycles, things like that. You know, we'll be okay. But no automobiles, no trains, because I am not going to begin to believe that I can make changes to this set that would be better than the way it is right now. So that's my thoughts and feelings on that. Now, as for a grade, a score, I really wanted to give it a perfect 10 because it's really that magnificent. But my wife did make a valid point regarding the windows, so I'm going to give it a 9.5. Which it's really, you know, just a small complaint. But, you know, given how much money these sets cost, you shouldn't have any complaints. But having said that, you know, the price per piece count on this set is actually great. I mean, yeah, the set costs $240. But if you want to spend $240 to buy another one of these, you could literally just use these here as like towers, whether it be a clock tower or apartment complex in a city. I mean, you have literally 2 of them right there that you would only have to make small minor adjustments to. Now, before I go, let me try to give you guys a good peek in through the different areas. Here's this side here, which the side over there right here is an exact replica. These towers are complete duplicates. And then here's the outside of the towers. Absolutely, absolutely magnificent. And on a personal note, I live in the state of Michigan, and we have a bridge in this state called the Mackinac Bridge, which is a big suspension bridge, 5 miles long. I'm not exactly sure of the length of the real-life Tower Bridge, but I mean, it's quite massive itself. But basically what I'm saying is I would love to see more bridge sets like this. Excuse me. The Mackinac Bridge in my state, it's not a real popular one. But even if they made like the Golden Gate from San Francisco, or I know there's maybe some from Japan that are quite famous. Or the Brooklyn Bridge from New York. We need more bridges. These need to happen, Lego. They will just, they're just beautiful to put in a city. You put some modulars, and some shops and streets and everything. It's just begging for more bridges. Begging. All right. So again, that is my review of the Tower Bridge. And again, I'm going to give it a 9.5. But really, I'm more like a 9.75. Minor complaint. Absolutely magnificent. If you want this set, do not waste your time. Go get it now. Okay, that is it. Everybody like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.